Hi. So, as a counseling psychologist, I keep getting asked very many questions, and the most frequent questions that I get asked is when do we know that we need to seek counseling? When do I know that I cannot deal with it on my own and I need to look for a professional out there or need to look for the right kind of support which can really help me out? So I feel that it's a very difficult question to answer, but I have curated like 5 signs that you can keep in mind and get aware about, and not just for yourself but for your loved ones, for your colleagues, for the people you are in contact with, whether it is your house help or anybody else that you take care of. It's important to know these signs, and if you pick these signs at the right time, you are in a better position and to take a decision that you need to seek counseling. So let's begin. Hi, so I'm Vidya, a counseling psychologist, a dancer, and an assistant professor of psychology. I'm here to help young adults discover themselves and be more mindful about mental health. So, the first sign that you can look at is when you're feeling sad, angry, or any other emotion that is overwhelming enough, and you start feeling that you're not being yourself. So, when I say that you're not being yourself, what I mean is that by the age of 20, by the age that you are an adult, equipped enough to know who they are, and when they start behaving or acting or responding in a manner that is not them, right? So when we are faced with an issue, or we respond to somebody in a certain way and we get shocked, oh my god, how did I respond to this person like this? How did I not deal with this situation like this? Rather, I did this. This is not me. This is not what I do generally. This is not what I say generally, right? So you start disowning the way you respond to certain situation. You start disowning the way you deal with certain situations. That's when you know that you're not being you. And I'm sure that this happens to everybody. But here we're going to talk about the frequency in which it's happening and what time period that this is lasting. So is it lasting for a month that you are feeling that you're not being you? Is it 2 months? Is it 3 months? And definitely more than 3 weeks. If these signs, whichever I'm going to talk about, last, then it is a serious sign that you need to take care of and as soon as possible seek counseling. So the next is when you lose someone who is really dear to you, or you lose something that is really important, was really important and is significant to you, and you are mourning, you are in grief. And grief is extremely difficult as an emotion itself because it is a combination of many emotions. You might be angry, you might be sad, you might be upset, and you might be really anxious as to how you take on your life after this person is no more. So it's difficult to share this emotion first of all, and even if you do it with your family members, it may not be really possible because they may be also in touch with this person, they may also be mourning. Asking for help from people in your professional life would be too much and would not look professional enough, because you don't want them to extend that kind of profound support. They may not be in a position to do that also, and it may not be something that you would want to do yourself because it's not easy. The other is friends. As adults, what happens is we may not be accessible to our friends and they may not be accessible to us because that's how it is when we grow up. That's how it is. Very few of us can maintain that accessibility as adults to each other. And that's when you can actually look for a professional when it comes to grief counseling. And the next one is when you're faced with something traumatic. Now, whether it is grief or whether it is a traumatic event that you're dealing with, pandemic and COVID situation is such that we are facing both. A lot of us have lost a loved one or know of people who have lost their loved one. We are all dealing with traumatic events, traumatic news, stories. We get calls from people sharing their stories of how they're struggling with their life, how they are struggling to meet ends, to extend support, to carry on their professional work, and still be calm and relaxed in their personal life. It is not very easy, and this might be a moment where you could look and seek for professional support, because it is not easy to deal with a traumatic event. So the next sign is when you're not able to enjoy the things you love doing. So the activities which are generally joyful for you, whether it is cooking, whether it's playing an instrument, whether it's dancing, reading, listening to music, anything that you love doing, but you're not able to indulge in that activity, you're not able to allow yourself to enjoy. Sometimes that happens, right? We don't want to allow ourselves to enjoy because we feel guilty. See, so much is happening around us, and how can we enjoy? How can we allow us to enjoy? How can we let go? Right? There is a guilt in that. So that can be that moment of realization that this is happening. I'm not able to enjoy the things that I used to enjoy. That is very not you, right? So that's when is a sign that you could look at seeking professional help. And the last one is not just when you are not able to enjoy the things you love doing, but we all do have a routine that we follow, right? So we get up at a certain time, we do certain activities, we eat at a certain time, we finish our work, professional work at a certain time, we go back home, we indulge in activities and engage with our family, and you realize that you're not able to follow this routine. So a routine is something that is the simplest thing for us to follow, because we've been doing it from like past 5 years, 10 years, and it is more or less the same for us, and that should be the most easiest to do, right? Those activities, but we are still observing that we're not able to do it. Like I said, each of these signs we need to take care that we're observing these signs, yes, but how frequently are they happening? Are they happening 10 times a week, 10 times a month, 15 times a month? How much is it lasting? Is it lasting for, I'm observing these signs for like past 1 month, 2 months, 3 months? So most of the time it is about the frequency. It cannot be a one-off situation that we need to hold on to, oh, this is the sign and this has happened one time, that itself is enough for me to look for a professional. No. Obviously, you have to take care of yourself on your own, try to deal with it on your own as well. And if you are still not able to overcome it, and you see that, okay, this is persistent for more than a month now, and it is happening very frequently, and that should be, along with these signs, the frequency and the time period should be clubbed, and then you need to take a decision to look for professional help. Now, like I said before, that I want to talk about why counseling, because most of the people also ask me, don't you think that we can handle things on our own also? Don't you think that family, friends can help us? Of course they can. Then why am I talking, or why is everybody talking about seeking professional help? There are many reasons for that as well. Sometimes it's important for us to seek help outside our social circle. And why do I say that? Because we don't want our problem to impact other aspects of our life. Most of the time what we do is, if something is happening in our personal life, we kind of share it in a professional space and shed off and release the thought process and release that emotion out. And when something is happening in our professional life, we generally seek support from our family members and share that with our family members and release our emotion that way. But sometimes we don't want one aspect to affect the other. And we don't know, we may not have friends in access, and that's when we need to be sure that we are seeking professional help, because it will be confidential. Professionals will be in a position to provide you with a space which is going to make you feel comfortable more than anything, because it's going to be non-judgmental. We are not part of your life. We are not part of any aspect of your life. So obviously we don't know you as much, and we are going to listen to your story the way you tell us. And that is sometimes important. That is therapy in itself. So there have been a lot of clients of mine who tell me that the fact that you heard me without interrupting me, the fact that you never bothered to find out whether I'm saying the truth or not, for you it was important that I should share my story the way I want. You accepted my story the way it is. Itself was, therapeutic. I came a long way even by this small gesture of yours as well. So that is important sometimes for people don't have that space, don't have that non-judgmental space. They feel threatened to share what they feel, right? And that is not a good space to be in. So a therapy, a professional can provide you with that safe space. The third is a professional is equipped enough with ample amount of tools and coping skills, and we are ready to share that with our clients for future reference. Next time when they face an emotional, overwhelming situation or challenge, they will be able to pick up these tools and use it and be more efficient as individuals. It requires great strength and courage to seek help, to ask for help. Forget about professional help, even for the fact that you need to ask for help in any manner. I'm sure it takes a lot of courage to show your vulnerability. And if somebody around you needs it, more so that you need to help them reach out to the right person. So I hope this series of 5 signs help you get more aware about when do you need to seek counseling. We have our website where you can log on to www.thebluesphere.in, and we have a section which gives you a list of helplines. So something can be beyond grave, where people might be suicidal and people might be dealing with violence, and that is not something we should wait, but rather act as soon as possible. So go to our website, there is a section which gives you all the details. You can seek support from any of those helplines. The other is we have ample amount of tools on our website as well. We have ebooks that help you deal with situations which are very common, such as overthinking, such as emotional resilience. There are a lot of things that we provide on our platform. So go check these tools out, check these booklets out. We explain it in great detail, at the same time provide you with ways in which you could cope. There are a whole lot of articles that will be really beneficial for you to understand mental health and things related to it. So go check out. So in the description box, we've also left a 15-minute call that you can book with us, which is completely free of cost. We want you to treat this as like a discovery call, because it's important, rather I believe, that when you seek a therapist, it is important that you gel in together, you feel comfortable to share, you feel confident that this is the person who will help me. So hop on to this discovery call, check if you feel confident about me being able to provide you with this space for you to share your situation and help you out. If so, then we can take the sessions forward. So don't forget to check the description box below for all the necessary details. It would be great if you could drop in your comments below and tell us which of these signs you resonated most with, and do share, like and subscribe to our channel for more such informative videos. Thank you.